about like when you were here, right? The time when you were here.
Can we come back, please? Right, okay, let's go.
Okay, so let's think about it. So what do we want to say? Something along the lines of,
so what tell us who you actually an introduction about.
Oh dear, do we need one? Come on, we're famous. Okay, yeah, got it. Okay.
For going national.
okay.
And say what though? It all just seems too formal. We shouldn't be speaking to you like this, okay? This is the way it is now. Painful.
Maybe we do. I'm Shannon Wells, and I was at Harrockfold from
2008 to 13.
to 2013. Yes. And you can just say, and I'm Jessica Richards, and I was there at the same time, or whatever. Yeah. Okay, do that bit first. Right, go.
I'm looking at you. Yeah. Okay. Why do I have to always go? Right. My name's Shannon Wells. Anna. She can't do it. My name's Jessica Richards.
Right, start again. Right, okay, my name's Shannon Wells, go from there.
And I went to Harrockfold.
Yeah.
My name's Shannon Wells and I went to Harrockfold from 2008 to 2013.
My name's Jessica Richards and I was there for the same time.
So what are your fondest memories of your time at Harrockfold?
Each other.
So this is where you need to put it into the answer. One of my fondest memories of
being at Harrow.
I think.
Oh dear, this is hard.
It was not one big memory. I can't say like one day. It wasn't one day that I came
Well,
in.
you can say that. You can say, actually, it was all one big memory, and then just go from there.
This is so cheesy. Okay.
Go on.
I can't think of like one day that was the best.
But you need to start with the question. Answering the question. So I'm not going to have asked that. So you're going to say, my fondest memories of Harrow School.
School.
My fondest memories
Right,
of
you
Harrow
go.
Fold.
Me
Well,
go.
And then
Yeah.
So as if you've told the viewer.
Right.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you say it.
Oh dear. Right, okay. My fondest memories of Harrop. I can't pick out like a single day.
It was all just like one big memory.
It was all fantastic.
Okay, but maybe some key events or key things that you enjoyed.
Key events like performing arts was probably our favourite.
Yeah.
Just, although the exam was nerve-wracking. You're crap at this. You're crap. Send her home.
I'm trying to think why. Why was it the fondest memory? I can't think
I
of an
don't know.
answer.
We just loved it.
what is it? There must be something that makes you okay.
It was a break from all the academic GCSEs. Is this okay to say?
Yeah.
It was a break from all the academic GCSEs.
What was that? Because I need Ali to cut this.
So
So if you go back to one of my fondest memories,
Oh dear.
one thing that I remember enjoying about Harrow was
performing arts because
One of my fondest memories was performing arts, really, because it was just like a break from everything else.
We didn't have to do English and maths all the time. We could go back to performing arts and that was our break.
But how did you do in other subjects?
In other subjects, we were
Fantastic.
still quite well. We got into uni.
actually,
Tell us.
that might be an idea. Tell us where you've gone on from. Or
Yeah.
what do you do after leaving Harrow?
But talk about your results as well, so that...
From GCSE.
Yeah.
Well, I got the Academic Achievement Award, so...
Right, you got that.
And I got the Lauren Tennant Award.
Right, okay, so good, we'll talk about that, right? But we both did quite well. So you can then say, I got the award, and then just say what GCSEs
So
you
cheesy,
got.
though.
I don't mean go through them all, just say...
Well, I got...
13 GCSEs, and then say, did you get, how many A's, A stars did you get?
I got an A star and 6 A's.
Right, so I got the Academic Achievement Award. I got how many did you get?
12.
12 A star to C's, including 1 A star and how many A's.
Right, okay.
So,
What do I say?
yours.
What was the beginning?
Right, go on then.
What was the beginning? How do I start this now?
Let's try and think of a way.
I did quite
Say
well.
that if it- Go back to where we leave the performance, we just mentioned the performing arts bit, but then say I did do quite well academically.
Right, okay. Okay. I did do quite well in other subjects as well. I got the Academic Achievement Award because I got an A star and 6 A's out of like 11 A star to C GCSEs.
And I also got 3 A stars and I don't know how many A's.
Think you get 3?
I think so.
Do you
But
got
I
three
don't, do I
A's?
just...
Just say, I
sounds
got
so
3 A stars
like-
and how many A stars in total did you get? Did you get the same, 12, 13?
Yeah, I think I got
Wow.
13, but I can't remember what the 13th was.
Okay, that's all
So-
right. So say I did quite well as well. I got the Low Attendance Award, which is for
School
was it
contribution to school life.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Well then,
And I also got 13 GCSEs. I got 3 A stars and 3 A's. And I was also given the Lauren Tennant Award, and that was for contribution to school life. I just looked at the camera.
that's fine, that's fine.
Okay.
So talk, I mean, what was it about being at Harrowford that you enjoyed?
Hertford just seemed more relaxed than other places we were talking about this morning actually. We loved coming to school just because it was so easy to talk to everybody. We got on with everybody. Just a nice environment to be in.
No, this is better, right. Staff and students.
Yes. Yeah, both.
So what happened then after leaving Harrow? Because I think you've got a bit of an interesting journey.
This is where I come in.
Right, so tell us about your...
Do I just...
You be honest.
How do I
Yeah.
word that though?
Well,
I had a
you can talk
breakdown.
about- No. You can say, when I left, I wasn't sure that I'd actually made the right choice. And you can say that you went to a sixth form college, you chose the subjects you chose because you thought
That was
it
the
was
thing
the right
to do.
path for you, but you soon realised that it just wasn't. Because you actually came back into school, didn't you? And we helped you
Few
to get back
times.
on the right.
Do you know how many times she rang me? Crying.
So do that, because that's
Oh.
really interesting for people to know that you've done well, despite, if you like, getting it wrong to start with. Because that's what this is about, helping other students to see that actually it's all right to make a choice that you then change.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
You could start off by saying when you left, you didn't quite know what you wanted to do. You went this way, try to think of the way in. After leaving,
Do I actually go to specific, like I started on A-levels
Yeah.
and soon realised that it wasn't for me?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then is it okay to say, then I did a BTEC?
Yeah.
That sounds a bit...
but there you go.
Then I did
Yeah.
a BTEC?
And
Because you meant to say vocational or something like
you
that.
can say, can't you, that you realised that you were unhappy, but you didn't know what to do. So eventually you came back.
The
into
school
and
helped me.
told me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that.
Oh, it's hard to
true,
get out all
isn't
in
it?
one.
Right, go on then. So when I left, go from there.
When I left Hertford, I had a bit... I don't know.
Just say when I left Hertford, I aimed to go to college and do A levels, but I soon found that wasn't right for me.
I
I did all-
started out.
okay.
I made the choice to go to sixth form college and to do.
It's hard to get out all in one. Okay.
Right, go on.
When I left school, I started to do A-levels, and I soon realised that it wasn't for me. So then I did a BTEC. I don't know.
No. What about all that about coming back into school and not knowing what you wanted to do? And...
Oh, no, honestly, I don't like it. Okay.
Right, start again.
It's the camera. We don't love
I
the
don't
camera.
like it.
Right, go on.
I'm not going to do it now. So when I left school,
Yeah.
I started on A-levels,
Yeah.
and I soon realised that it wasn't for me. So I came back into school, and they helped me.
Yeah.
The whole team helped me to find out,
What else?
to get me back on the right track.
Yeah.
It's just hard to put that into what.
It's
Oh.
not, it's easy.
It
Just
is.
relax about it. Right, go on.
When I left school, I started on A-levels, and I soon realised that it wasn't for me. So I came back into school, and they helped me get back onto the right track. And I then did BTEC, and I'm now in uni. I've now got to uni. I'm doing law with criminology.
At Manchester University. This is supposed to be giving you information out.
Do you want me to just
I
cut
just
in
feel
if you
like-
stop? Do you want me to just cut in and just be
Yeah,
like...
you go. We're both at Manchester University.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Right,
You
know
go.
how
You
Manchester
go.
always do that thing. Manchester University established 18. What is it? 18.
Oh, we don't know. Don't ask
1885.
us, Yorkie. We know it's prestigious. We don't know that much, though.
Oh no, it's just that it's a funny. People who go there often say, like Mr. Hargreaves ago.
Yeah.
University of Manchester established 1824 or whatever.
We can't do
something
that,
like
Yorkie. Please don't do
Yeah.
that to us. Please don't make us
I
do
remember
that.
1885, but it could be
No,
completely
it's
wrong.
1820 something.
Okay.
It says it on the logo.
Yeah. Sorry.
Does she have to do a little academic bit again now?
Oh
It's getting better and better though. That's a good thing.
I'll cut in there, don't worry.
Be confident.
Make it very obvious when you've stopped and then I'll just start. Well, I chose an easier path than
Might
Shannon.
actually just, sorry. Switch it something shot. It's nice background, sort of.
Oh, okay.
It shows you thought school.
Right. So when I left, I thought I'd made the right choice. Right.
When I left high school, I thought I'd left... No, wait, let me start again. When I left high school, I thought I'd made the right choice by doing A-levels at college like everybody else, and I soon realised that it wasn't for me. So I came back into school and they helped me get back onto the right track. I now do a BTEC. I don't do a BTEC.
No, she doesn't.
I did a BTEC in health and social care.
I did a BTEC in health and social care, and I've now gone on to Manchester University to study law and criminology.
Well, I chose an easier path than Shannon. I went straight from school to a college to do academic A-levels, did well in them, and we both got into Manchester Uni to do law with criminology.
How are you finding it?
Intense.
Intense.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
The course itself is quite intense, but it's manageable. School prepared us for that.
They didn't.
So what's university life like? Because it must be so different.
Uni life, we imagined it to be going out drinking all the time and not really doing any work, but it's nothing like that at all.
Maybe
Well,
we're different.
Yeah,
but
maybe we're just different to everybody else,
it
but
seems that 7 days a week we're doing work,
we're sat in.
and it can be intense, but it's
When-
that end goal, isn't it?
When you have to
We're going
manage
towards.
everything like university and working a job and then university work and a social life and where you live in like a flat, it's hard, but you just have to manage it.
What's university accommodation like?
Our accommodation
We got
is
lucky with our
gorgeous.
accommodation. It's quite nice. I live with Jess and my boyfriend and a random person who we don't know, but he's lovely.
Yeah.
We love him to bits.
And what's it like fending for yourselves now? Do you cook?
We seem
Easy.
to find it quite easy to fend for ourselves. I don't know if that's because I've done it all my life. Oh God, here we go.
I'm
I don't-
asking the questions in your
It sounds better.
Yeah.
So it might take you in.
Yeah. Okay. So go on then. What sort of things do you cook?
We love spag bol.
Yeah. Oh,
It's our go-to meal.
it's easy, but I always forget to cook the pasta as well. But then that's a work in improvement. We'll get into
You're
that.
learning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you say you've got jobs?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
most students have jobs as well to help
Well,
with
we find that some are actually little princesses and like have everything paid for them.
Oh,
But obviously there are like the majority that do have to support themselves and
I like it better that we do have a job because we're
Yeah.
prepared now.
then it's not
Perfect.
like you're constantly asking other people for money. It's your own.
We're earning it ourselves, and I like that.
so where do you work? What jobs do you
We
have?
both work at Tesco.
We do both work at Tesco. I've gone from the checkouts to pharmacy, and I'm now studying a new qualification, which will get me. I don't know how to.
What, in pharmacy?
Yeah,
Oh, all right, brilliant. So you've got something else that you can
yeah.
fall back
It's always a
on.
backup plan. And
Yeah, brilliant.
that's the best thing.
How many hours do you work?
I did do 8.5 to start with, and I realised that it was too much, strangely, and now I do 5 hours.
I do 8 a week, just 8. It's just easy, short shifts.
And
You can
they
fit it
allow
in.
you to work around your university?
Yeah,
timetable?
Yeah,
they are
brilliant
really
with
good
that.
with
Okay.
us.
So university life then, what's it like? What happens? For those who've never been to university or are thinking of going, just describe the life of a student.
It's a big step up,
Okay.
a really big step up. It's hard when you've been at home and you're having your mum to cook for you every night, clean up after you. You have to do everything yourself, and then you also have to manage that with your education. And yeah, it's fun and living with your friends, and it's all nicey, but it's still hard.
But are you glad you've gone? Are you glad you're there?
1,000,000%, yeah.
Ah,
Definitely.
Right. So you'd recommend university? would you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. It's worth it.
What's your plan at the end of it all? What do you want to do? Do you know yet?
I don't have a definite plan, but I'm thinking to become a lawyer or a barrister.
Right. Okay. What about you, Jess?
it's the same, isn't it? It's the obvious path, really,
Okay.
from law.
Right.
Can we go back to the schools?
Yeah. Right. Okay. So, what do you think prepared you for life after Harrop while you were here?
For myself, performing arts because it was like a difference between the coursework and then the exam. the coursework helped me to be able to prepare for college because that was so much coursework, and I prepared that way.
You see, mine was all exam-based in college, so obviously I was prepared through the academic subject, but performing arts did give me so much more confidence to do anything, really.
What other subjects did you enjoy while you were here?
History. I loved history
I'd say English.
and English.
I was going to do English at university, but I decided against it.
Changed your mind?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What about other aspects? I mean, have you still got friends from when you were here, or
No.
No.
no?
Nope, should
Not
we
gonna
talk about
lie.
that?
Right. Okay.
I do have one friend, but that's it.
You've stayed in touch with one person.
I speak to Jennifer occasionally.
What about when you left here and then went to college? Because obviously that's the next step. You both stayed living at home,
Yeah.
Yep.
right? And what was that like? You know, for our students, they're obviously thinking about their time here now. But what advice could you give them about when you leave here at 16 and go on to college? What's the best advice you could give them?
It's so much different, isn't
Yeah,
it?
just prepare yourself. There is a lot more freedom, but that's not necessarily always a good thing because you find yourself wanting to do the work that you've been set but not actually being able to because you think, oh, I've got so much free time anyway.
Right. So it's
You
about
have to
that
be careful.
self-discipline, really.
Yeah.
And there are so many subjects as well that you've not done at GCSE that you just think, what is all this? And you do actually have to prepare. And I think that's where I went wrong. I didn't look into it enough. I didn't see, what might I be interested in?
Right. Okay. So you think perhaps the career path. What A levels did you start doing?
English.
I did English, psychology, sociology and maths
Right.
to start with.
And what was it about it that you didn't like?
How different it wasn't school.
That was it. We just can't transition into anything else now.
It wasn't your standard English, maths, science. It was just different. It was...
Was it the independence you had to have for learning?
Yeah.
Or-
And we found that we was on our own as well in lessons. And that was different because in school you was always with friends.
Yeah. In every single lesson when I started college, I didn't know a single person. Everyone from school was in one lesson and I was always in the other lesson.
So you had to become quite resilient, really, then. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to
Independence is
take the
something.
initiative to make friends and be sociable, and it's completely different because you've grown up with one certain set of friends and you're so used to having them around you that when you get to college and it's so different, it's hard.
And in a way that is good because when you get to uni you are prepared and you can make friends and
Okay. So you've got the skills to start again.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Are you still in touch with people you were at college with, or again have you sort of moved on from there?
I'm not really in
Not
contact with
really.
anybody
No.
since
You've all
college.
gone different ways.
Yeah. Everyone moves, like people move across the country, so you can't really stay in contact with them. Yeah, there's the internet and social media, but it's just not the same, really.
Is there anything you would do differently if you could go back, even to when you were at school? Is there anything you'd do differently? Yeah.
Work harder.
Really?
Yeah. We always talk about this as well, how we could have done so much better if we just applied ourselves more.
I favouritised certain subjects such as performing arts and left other subjects, and looking back now I could have done better, definitely.
But you still did quite well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a time in college where I wanted to do dentistry, but because I didn't have my science GCSEs to a good enough grade, I couldn't pursue that.
Mhm.
Right. Okay. So if you'd worked harder in science,
I could have been able to do it.
Right. Okay. So looking
Yeah.
back,
I could have
yeah,
done that.
you could have made some better choices.
Going back to the advice thing, I think even now, even though we're still in school, just think forward to uni, because there was a time in college where I wanted to do things like biomedical science and things like that, but because I hadn't chose those subjects in college, I couldn't then do that. So you do have to think like so far forward.
And you think it's far away, but it's really not.
Right.
It comes so quickly.
Good advice. So how could we prepare students better, do you think?
There needs to be some kind of teaching of the things you will do at college. Like
Yeah, maybe just like an introduction. Like college will be.
taster sessions
Yeah.
of law, politics, things that you would never normally study at GCSE. And also just about the real world as well. Like
Yeah. Like we were always pushed towards A levels, but it is actually so stressful that maybe for some people it would be better to just do a vocational course.
I found that was a lot more helpful.
So do you think, looking back, it would be good to have people like you coming in and talking to students, maybe when they're in year 10 or 11?
Yeah, probably.
Brilliant.
Just to let them know what it's actually like.
And you've agreed to do that, so thank you.
Okay.
Making it more draw out support from school.
A bit rubbish on that.
What else?
Did you
Could
get-
talk about
did
like
you
we were
get
always
any
welcomed
support,
back.
while you were here, from individual teachers or
Yeah.
Could just say we were always welcome. All the time. It was never like oh, if you need to come back to school then we don't have any time for you.
oh, team. Was Team Harrop big when you were here? Did we always talk about Team Harrop?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But no
we
one
did.
took it seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Believe that.
We don't want that in there.
It was nice though. The whole team thing was nice.
Right, okay.
But for us to go around wearing Team Harrop jumpers was
Yeah.
just a little bit too
When you're
far.
so conscious of your image anyway.
As adolescents.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
PE.
PE kit, yeah.
Ah, yeah, okay. Were there any subjects you struggled with that people helped you with? Or
Science.
Science.
great results.
yeah, how did you get such great results?
We did have a lot of support really. There was always like an after school session of revision. Not that we went to every one.
As it got towards
But-
exams, we was staying
where's
until.
Should we put this on? Is it on now anyway?
It's really overtime.
Right, okay.
As we got towards exams, we started staying behind until 6 o'clock at night,
Yeah.
especially for science, just revising and going over everything, getting things clear in our mind.
There was always revision sessions on always and they were always made comfortable, like the teachers would buy pizza and things like that and it was just a nice way to get you to learn.
When we've had students back in the past, some of them have said that when they've talked to students from other schools, that it's made them realise how this school was very different. Did you get that feeling? Or what sort
Yeah.
of what sort of stories have people told you who were at other schools? Did they have different experiences to you or
Well,
similar?
People in my A-level classes just always, I don't know, like slagging the teachers off just because they just hated school so much because the teachers were so strict and horrible to them and weren't really as supportive as ours were.
And at Harrotford, it was more of a family. All the teachers
Yeah.
got on, all the students got on, and it was just all one big family. It was nice.
It was never that like formal relationship where, oh, you have to be so serious in front of your teachers. You could have a joke with them and
that was
still
a good
learn.
thing. Yeah, that wasn't bad. I didn't know if you'd wanted to say that
Yeah, no, it's good.
because it's like
It's like Jesus
every
Christ.
time we've
We
said it in
can't
the past,
teach.
haven't we? Like they're more like our friends, but then we get told no, don't say that. We're not meant to be your friends.
Yeah.
So
Oh, really?
It's a line, isn't it? There is a line.
Yeah.
yeah,
Some people.
that's what I'm.
I did say we still learn. So
The thing is, it's the respect you've got for the member of staff, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't take it too far.
Yeah.
Were you in the same, I get mixed up, were you in the same group? You were, weren't you? It was Chloe and
Daniela.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, what's Chloe doing now?
apprenticeship.
Yeah.
In some office.
Right. And I understand she's driving,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
but you don't see her.
No.
And you
No
see-
time.
You see Jennifer sometimes?
Jennifer. Don't see her, but I speak to her occasionally.
Because she was really one of your...
She was in my law lesson at college in the
Oh.
second year, so I spoke to her a lot then.
Right.
But you just drift apart, don't you?
I went to college with Chloe and Demi,
Yeah.
but don't really speak to them anymore.
And are Demi and Daniela at university? Or?
No.
Demi
Demi's in
said
a
she was
job.
going to have a gap year,
Oh, okay.
and she's gone towards like an office job.
Right.
And Danielle, I'm not too sure what she's doing. I think she was going to go to dance school at some point.
Yeah, I think she's now like a part-time dance teacher.
Oh, right, okay. Have you thought about having a gap year after you finished? Or...
No.
We wanted to.
No.
At some. Well, okay.
No.
We did want to. At one point, it was
Just
a
because
thing.
I think
but
for A levels for you was such
it was so
an intense
stressful.
time that you just want that time out. But it's better to just get it out of the way.
Exactly. That was our thoughts overall. Initially, it was like, yeah, let's have a gap year, let's take some time off, but then there's no point when you could just get uni out of the way.
Straight into
And we
it.
see friends now that have taken gap years and
And-
they've kind of lost that motivation to
Yeah.
go now because they can see that we're struggling a little bit, so it kind of puts them off. So it's just better to get it out of the way.
So what A-levels did you do?
Oh, law, politics, psychology and English lit.
Did you carry all 4 through to A-level?
No, because you don't have the option, you have to drop one. So I dropped politics.
Right. And what
And
did you get?
kind of
in your
is-
A-levels?
I got all B's first year and then ABB second year.
Right. Excellent. Okay.
So
And Danny is at
Manchester, yeah.
NMU.
Yeah,
Yeah. How's he doing?
he's struggling just like us. It's
Yeah.
not a case of it's not the content that's difficult to understand, it's
It's the
how
amount.
much of it that they give you. But because we're all together, we can all help each other, and that's good.
And is the course similar at NMU to yours?
well,
Yeah.
ours is like a different course really, isn't it? Because we do it combined. We do law combined and Danny's straight law, so it is similar, but
He has 2 hour
not
seminars,
entirely.
whereas we have 1 hour.
Okay.
It's a bit of a
we talk
different-
about seminars. How does it work then? So you've got, how many seminars do you have, and what is a seminar?
Oh, ours is strange. It's different to everybody else. Everybody else has 4 over a period of 2 weeks. We have, because we do a combined one, we have 4 in a week and then 2 and then 4 and then 2.
I was so scared for seminars. You're basically in a group of about 13 of you, aren't you?
Yeah.
And you all have to present what you've done, like your own work.
Yeah, it's like you
I
have
was
to do
so
work
scared the
beforehand.
first time we went into a seminar. I was shaking and I just didn't want to speak, but we're getting there now.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable now in the seminars.
So you have a tutor, and there's about 13 of you together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they say to you,
It's
present what you've done, and
It's more like a lesson, it's more interactive because in a lecture you just sat there listening. Whereas in a seminar you can ask questions, you can talk to the teacher about anything you're worried about and just discuss with other people as well so you know what their thoughts are on things.
And presumably you're meeting people from all different walks of life.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Are they
difficult.
all similar age, or some of them older? Or
Quite a lot of mature
Yeah.
students, and you find that they're the most confident, they're able to speak more, and we kind of bounce off them,
Yeah.
don't we? We start talking when they do, so I really like the fact that there are mature students there as well.
Oh, great. Okay. And how many are there in the lectures that you have?
Oh, 600?
600 people.
600?
600.
You can blend into the background, it's
That,
good.
that's
When you're
good
tired,
because then
you
if
can
you're-
yawn and it's
if
okay.
you need a nap, you can just sit back and let everybody else
Wow.
take prevalence.
So you already have lecture theatres that can hold 600?
Huge. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Right, okay. And how long do they last?
An hour.
Mm.
About 55 minutes.
Well, it depends because we have some 2-hour ones, but it's scary at first because you think, oh, 2-hour lectures. I've never had 2-hour slots before. But like we have 50 minutes, we take a break, we have another 50 minutes. Usually we end up going early. So it's
And
not
it's-
as
yeah.
bad as you think.
It's important to be actually interested in what you're studying.
Yeah, because
I
otherwise,
Yeah.
So there's 600 people on the first year law,
Law.
and criminology course.
That's
or
just the
some of
law.
them mixed?
that's law.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
law. So some will be doing law, some will be doing law and criminology.
Some will do law with politics.
Ah, so they're the big ones. Do you ever have
Yeah.
any lectures that are just
Criminology.
for the law and criminology?
Yeah.
Oh no, not really, because even then that's straight criminology as well as law with criminology.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
But there's no like actual law students in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many lectures do you have a week?
1, 2,
3,
3, 4,
5, 6,
6.
6, yeah.
6 every week.
Yeah.
Every
So
week.
6 1 hours every week, and then your seminars,
We have 4 hours a week and then 2
and then
hours.
2 the next week. Okay. And then all the other time then is left for you to.
It sounds like it. Yeah, that
It
sounds
sounds
great,
like
doesn't
so
it? But
much.
it's not.
2 days off? Oh, lovely. Not
It's
really, not
not.
when you have to go to work and you have to sit in all the time doing your university work. And
So when you say doing your university work, what does that mean?
it's so much reading. So much reading.
It'll
Nobody
vary
could,
for every course, won't it? But
nobody
for
could
law
ever have
especially.
prepared me for all the reading.
Right.
We got given our first case, and was it 93 pages?
Yeah.
And we thought it was a joke. We had another case, and we found out at the end it was just false anyway. We could take nothing from it.
Yeah.
That was great. They did it just
Just
to
a little
prepare us for like
prank.
how much work we had to do. But we're getting into the hang of it now.
Okay. So you're really glad you've chosen the path you have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? And are you glad the way things went?
Yeah.
Are you glad that you sort of changed and you did the BTEC?
Looking back now, I would have done A-levels
Right.
because I always wonder what I could have got. And I see all my other friends that did A-levels. And on our first day at uni, everyone's done A-levels. I don't know one person yet that did a BTEC.
And they just assume, don't they? In uni,
So
they just
what
assume
A-levels
you've
did
done
you do?
A-levels.
And you feel a little bit lost in that. And even now I'm a little bit apprehensive towards the exams, like, am I going to do well? Am I going to be able to do it? But
So you're the only one you've come across who's got a BTEC and got it?
yeah,
I wonder if that was on
Scary.
the strength of the GCSEs you got?
I imagine it was.
Yeah.
I
almost
think it was.
definitely, I'd say.
Wow. So really you're
That's what I
quite lucky.
relied, yeah. Because I didn't think that when I was in school. I didn't think, oh, these are going to come in so importantly. It just happened that way.
So looking back then, the best GCSEs you can get is really important because
Yeah.
you never know what you're going to
Yeah.
go on to do.
It really is. And
Classic example.
people say to you like, oh, they don't really matter after you've left school, but they really do.
Definitely.
It
Yeah.
well, it depends on the path that you take, really, but they do matter, no matter what.
I got my job because of my GCSEs.
Yeah.
They looked back at my GCSEs and they basically admitted that this is why we've employed you.
The job in Tesco's?
Yeah.
even? Wow.
And you think there's like this stereotype that if you work at Tesco's, you're not really skilled. But almost everybody I know that works in my Tesco
Is
have
doing a
developed
degree.
doing a degree or they've got really good A-levels or whatever. They're all quite academic. It's not.
Right. So it matters even
Mm.
for
It does. Yeah.
a job
Even
in
for
a
like
shop?
simple jobs, yeah, it
Yeah.
really matters.
Interesting. That's useful.
Work ethic,
Yeah. But that's really interesting. That's very useful for our students as well to know. So every single one matters.
Yeah.
that's good. Yeah.
Brilliant. There you go.
Is
See,
there anything
you
to sign off with?
Oh yeah, how can we sign off with? If you were to give one